All right. I want to show you the most famous EQ in the world today. Pro-Q4, not a lot of people know this, but it comes immersive capable.
Not many people know that.
So what does that mean? Well, let's have a look. Let's come down here and put it on our 916 OBED. There we go, Pro-Q4 916. It intelligently reads the channels and labels everything correctly. Let me play this very quickly and you'll see the metering. There you go. Beautiful. I'm going to show you something really quickly. You see how I have PSP, the immersive compressor here? That's my standard dynamics. I can make Pro-Q4 my standard EQ in Pro Tools. So let's come up to Setup, Preferences, across the tabs to Mixing. And you see there's my default dynamics, PSP. We'll talk about that plugin another time because that is amazing too. So default EQ, well, I really want this as my default EQ. So I'm going to look down this list of available EQs that Pro Tools gives me. And I'm going to find FabFilter Pro-Q4. Let's click on that, hit OK. And now when I come here, you'll see it in the shortlist. There you go, right next to PSP, my two favorites. There we go. I'm going to leave this one in zero latency mode because all I'm interested in is this tab here where it says Kick01, because I'm going to do a quick collision test. Let's open that one up. First of all, let's put this one in linear phase and put high quality because we don't want any. And when I click on that tab, I now have both EQs in the same window. Using my trackpad, I can just pinch in and out and resize. If you don't have that, you see this is moving. We can do it with this slider. Okay, so let's hit play. And then I can use these to tell me where the frequency is being masked. Just gives you an idea of where everything is. So I'm going to place a node right there. It tells me it's 62 Hertz. So it's kind of subby. I'm not really too bothered about that. And now in the main window, I can see my kick in the red. You all know how this works. And then I can adjust my node here for my percussion bus. I want to bring out more of that sustain. And I come down to the panel here. It tells me all minus LFE. When I click on that, this is showing me my channel selection or my channel availability. If I click all, my LFE channel will be added. But this is really more of a movie-specific thing. You can use it in music mixing. Most people tend not to. If I click all again, it will remove it. You can't group any of these apart from left, right, and center, which is what we call the front wall, which is sometimes something you would want. Otherwise, center on its own or left, right. Now, left, right is what we're interested in because our low end is somewhere in the phantom center. So we're going to keep that highlighted. And up here, I'm going to click on mid. And it's going to turn this band into a mid-only band. But here's something very cool. I can now split that node. And if I click on this side, it's blue, not green. And it's blue and list, and it says side up here. So now we have mid-side. So in the sides, I'm going to separate them, bring them down to where that energy is, and I'm going to turn that into a low shelf. I'm going to shelve away some of that frequency masking in the sides. And I can also make that dynamic. Now in the mid, I can make that spectral to accentuate some excitement. And that's really all I want to do. I'm going to move that up a bit. Let's bypass. But I like it because it's bringing out the low end of the percussion, and it's also bringing out the mechanical parts of that hi-hat. Very nice. Now, for example, we could also add another node here. Let's go back to our channel layout and click all. And then we can search for some other shit that we might want to mess with. There you go. Some good action there. So now we can come across and we can solo each set of speakers. So the airy part of that clap sounds good like this.
Yawn.
So now what we'll do is we'll tuck it down. And we've managed to do that without disrupting the rest of the high end.
Are you yawning?
Now we've done a little fine tuning. Let's do one little move to just add some excitement and lift the upper mids of this percussion a little bit. Let's go here. Actually, do this. And instead of left, right, let's throw this in all the channels. There you go.
Hey, lovely jubbly!
We give it a lift. Give it some spectral to stop it resonating in a weird way. Bringing out that smacky part. That's brilliant, isn't it? Very nice. And there you have it. Bob's your auntie. You got all the different things. You got all your stuff here. You got mids, you got sides, you got separate center channel, wide, surrounds, all in one plugin, all on one OBED. Very nice. I'm not mad at Pro-Q4. All right then, see you again soon.